Hi guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you're returning. My name is Elisa, or I go by the Diamond Stitcher on social media. Today is Monday and it's a beautiful sunny day in my part of Canada. It is 10:20 in the morning. I've had quite a busy morning for me, and I feel like now I needed a bit of a rest, and so I made myself a coffee and set myself up here with my diamond painting and thought I would film a bit of a whip and chat. I'm not sure how long this one is going to be. Truth be told, I really don't do much in a given day. My entire day is usually planned around my pain or how sick I'm feeling. So I have a bit of a routine that I do, and often by this time I need a bit of a rest. I don't know if anybody else is like that. The morning is so busy. By 10 o'clock you just feel like you need to lie down for 20 minutes and recharge. Instead of doing that, I like setting myself up here and diamond painting before lunch. And I find it's a good reset if I am struggling with anxiety in a given day. Today it's not so bad, thankfully. My pain also isn't too bad today, but yesterday I decided to film a video on how I finish off diamond paintings. Now that video is actually already posted, so by the time this video is live, that video, my finishing video, will already have been up for a few days. But in that video I went over some tips or tutorials on how to seal a diamond painting, and I showed what products I use, and then how I paint the borders of my diamond painting, and how I trim the edges down, and then how I display them. And that video, it took a lot of energy out of me, to be honest. Usually that entire process I do over a couple of days, but I had gotten that done in the one afternoon. And I didn't take long enough rest breaks in between. So I was prepared for today to be not such a good day. Thankfully, with the sun out, I find it a little bit easier to go easy on myself, and it's easier to keep more of a positive mindset and out of that cycle of, pain and frustration. But that video's up, so if you've ever wondered how to seal a diamond painting, or wanted a new idea on what to do around the borders. I know a lot of people like to use the washi tape. I found the washi tape, I don't know, it just didn't stick very good, and I did frame one early on with washi tape around the border, and I just didn't really like the look entirely. It probably was the washi tape I was using, but I decided after that to try my go at painting the border, and I really like how they turn out. So I do that for every diamond painting. Well, I should correct that. Every diamond painting that I'm going to hang up. Some of them I don't. Other ones I will rotate through. Usually what I do is once I'm finished a diamond painting, it will go up on the wall. I have one spot that I put them. So once I finish a painting, a new one will go up, and the old one will go into my storage, or I will gift it to someone, or some of them I've just recycled or discarded, after. Just depends on what the image is. I like more kind of fine art paintings. I don't like the cartoony type paintings. I don't like the Warner Brothers superheroes, though I did do one of them. I did, I think it was The Kiss. It was with Wonder Woman and Superman, I'm pretty sure. That was one of the largest canvases I worked on. I did have it hanging up for a little bit, but it's not one that I see myself keeping, and possibly if and when we ever own a house and I ever have a craft room where I could put more of them up, then I would put that one up. I like more art like Demetra Milan. I really like her work. I have a few of her early paintings. I like a newer artist to Diamond Art Club, Dakota Dateweiler. Now I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. Her canvases though are a bit big. I kind of have a rule now as to what size diamond paintings I'm going to buy. I try and stay towards or closer to a 50 by 70, you know, give or take 10 inches or so. Even 10 inches is kind of much, but and that's just because the space that I work on, I am set up again on the couch. It really is the most comfortable place for me to sit, because we do have a special couch that was custom made that is quite ergonomic. It has lumbar support, neck support, electric buttons to adjust that. I also have my heating pad on the couch, or draped over the back if I need to turn that on. It's just a more comfortable space than filming at my countertop. I do have a new lamp, or not a lamp, a phone filming arm, I guess you call it, that I'm trying today. It's no longer attached to my table, so it won't be shaky. But then I can't get it quite far enough over to be quite centered on the painting, on the area I'm working on. So I may look at finding one that is a little bit more adjustable, a little bit taller, a longer arm. But I wanted to try this to avoid the shaky camera, in case, you know, you do watch the video, so you're not gonna feel seasick. Yeah, this, I should go over some of the supplies I'm using. This tray is one of my favorites. It's from DP Gal Creations. I don't know if I can, I think you can see it there, DP Gal Creations. She is, the owner's name is Jackie. Her and her husband own the shop. They are based in Alberta, Canada. They've been open now, it must be over a year now that they've been running. And I've started to see some of the bigger creators working with her trays, which I've even commented in their videos, thanking them for supporting a Canadian small shop. Because it's hard out there in the small shop world to get your products out there and your name known, especially with how awful shipping is these days for both, you know, shipping to the States and shipping to Canada. But yeah, DP Gal Creations, I really love her trays. They are lightweight, they have thicker walls, so it's a sturdy tray. The lines are perfectly sized. My diamonds, no matter what shape I'm using, they just line up so beautifully, and I just have to tap it a couple of times. Like, look at that. Absolutely amazing. There's no spaces in between the diamonds, so as you can see, I'm multi-placing. It makes my placement more precise. This pen I'm using right now is from Enabler's Outpost. It's I believe this is one of the blanks that they make. It's a pretty pink and white with some silver sparkle in there. I like a thicker pen. I like a thinner pen. Enabler's Outpost used to make really thick pens, so it seemed like that's what they were known for. But in the last while, they've actually started turning some thinner pens, and I really like them. They're very lightweight. They're comfortable to hold. This turning style is one of my favorite. I can't remember what it's called, but when you go on their website, enablersoutpost.com, if you're going to choose a custom, you can buy a blank, purchase a blank from what they have listed, and get them to turn it in a custom style. They have different options available there, but I really like this thin pen. I've even had them make me one that was a bit shorter. As I said in another video, sometimes I like a 3/4 length pen. It just is easier to twist in my hand, and this one is a regular though. This was a pre-made pen, not a custom, but they have made me a 3/4 length one that works nicely as well. I do have a couple other pens. I like to have a variety of multi-placers on the ends, and also a variety of putty in the placer. One of them has some Mary Mud in it. The other one has Randa's Crafty Corner. Randa's is my favorite. I like a firmer, stiffer putty, but I find when you work with it for a little while, it gets very soft. And when it gets soft, it can get a bit stringy if it sticks to the glue by accident. So when I notice that happening, I'll actually just grab my other pen and use that one for a while, maybe about half an hour or so, and let the putty in the other pen kind of reset itself. And I find that works. So I usually have a few going. This one is from Mad Wood Turning, SI. She has an Etsy shop. She does drops throughout the week. This is from one of the drops. She also offers custom orders from time to time. It's a beautiful, if you can see, there's a little kind of Tinkerbell in there with some flowers and hearts in the background. And I love, you might not be able to see it on camera, but the sky, she painted the wood on the inside a pretty blue, and she has a moon and some stars up there. And then this one is my most recent Bistro Blank pen that came in, a little panda. This was listed on her Etsy shop, and I liked the thickness of it. Purple's my favorite color, so we got some purple flowers. Cute little panda with his tongue out and some more flowers up top. This pen is a little heavier, but it's still comfortable to use for a prolonged period of time. Oh boy, I'm just showing you those pens there. My arm, this is the bad arm here, is dead. When I say it's dead, what I mean is it's gone numb, and it's very heavy and tired, and almost like crampy. Very uncomfortable feeling. What else can I think about? As I said, I don't do much during the week, so my life is kind of surrounded by doctor's appointments, resting, taking care of my animals, taking care of the house a little bit. My husband does have to do almost everything around the house. He prepares the dinner so that I can just pop everything in the oven. It makes it much easier for me. It's a lot of work on him, but we make it work, and it's really helpful for me. And then he does all the cleaning. He's has a bit of OCD anyway, so I used to get really mad when I would vacuum because it takes a lot of effort. I can't vacuum anymore, but when I was able to hold the vacuum, he would just go over what I did. So one day I decided, that's it, I'm not wasting my time vacuuming if he's going to just go over everything again. So he does the cleaning, laundry. I have to say I am very lucky that I found him. I joke with him. I found him before I got sick. I think it's hard to be a spouse, a father, and a caretaker. You know, I don't like using that term, but he does have to take on another role on top of what a normal human would, and he does have to carry the burden of more things, and he does it without complaint. It's just, I think we've both gotten into the groove of things, and we have a routine and we stick to it, and it works for us. I do feel bad though. I wish I could do more. But when I do have better days, I have more energy, less pain, more function. I help a little bit more. I'll do a small vacuum or light clean of the counters, the kitchen, and that. My main task, well, one of my main tasks in a day is to walk the dog. I've shown you pictures of her before. She's a little 6-pound Pomeranian Shih Tzu. She's actually 11 years old now, so she's, I think, classified as a senior. So luckily, she's not a super energetic puppy. I'm just gonna grab a sip of my coffee. I forgot I made the coffee and now it's kind of lukewarm. That's okay. I'm lucky that she doesn't have a lot of energy that I have to, you know, take her for hikes and things like that. A stroll around the neighborhood is perfectly fine. She's also more of a sniffer than a walker. She stops like every 2 steps. She has to stop and sniff. Makes it quite challenging for me to walk her like that. I struggle with walking because when my arms are hanging down by my sides, the circulation gets cut off in my arms, and it's actually quite painful, and it causes really intense spasms that actually make me lose my breath. So if I want to take her on more of a longer walk, like this morning, the sun is out, so I know she would like a longer walk. You know, if it's raining, she hates it. So it's a quick walk around the apartment building, and usually she's done enough of her business and she wants back inside, which works for me because I hate the rain too. So if it's sunny out and she wants a bit of a longer walk, I actually use a power wheelchair. I can't use a power scooter because with scooters you have to hold your arms out like a bicycle, and I can't hold my arms in that position. They have to be by my sides. So I have a little power wheelchair. It's actually a pretty awesome little contraption. Maybe I'll try and take a photo of it just to see. I highly recommend it. It's actually a foldable power wheelchair. I think it weighs about 45 pounds. I still can't lift it, but my husband can. Fits in the trunk of the car nicely. I've had it now, it has to be over a year. Probably 1.5 to 2 years, and I haven't had a single problem with it, which is awesome. It's quiet, the battery lasts a long time, like days. I mostly just use it to, like I said, walk the dog or zoom over to the grocery store, the Shoppers Drug Mart, and I probably could say I charge it once a week. That's just on the one battery, so it holds a good charge. You can also buy a second battery and put it in for double the charge. So if you're going longer distances, it's definitely a neat feature that you can add that on. It is $300 for another battery, so it's not cheap, but works quite well. I'm just gonna empty my tray and get another color. I've recently decided to kit up into baggies, and what I found, I think these are about 3 by 4 inches. Little Ziploc bags. I bought them on Amazon in a big pack. They're a bit thicker, so they feel nice. I did put this pink cardstock in it just to make it stand up a little better in my container that I have them in, so they're very easier to scroll through and find the one I needed. But actually, what's a nice perk is I actually make less of a mess. I used to drop diamonds all over the place, and when I'd stand up from my couch, 1, they'd go flying, the ones that landed in my lap, and 2, my seat would be covered in them. So I really like kitting up in baggies. Just looking for the next color. Sorry while I move this. 53. This painting I just started, as you can see. I think it is the new upgraded drill field, which is nice. The diamonds look like they're sitting a lot closer together than other squares that I've worked on. So it looks like it's the new printed canvas, which is really nice. These drills also are newer. Now I'm blanking. I know Diamond Art Club somewhat recently upgraded their round drills to be 26 facets. I think they did it to their square drills too. I don't know, I'm having a bit of a brain fart, but these don't look like the 26 faceted drills, but they're the upgrade just before that. So they're really good quality too, which makes diamond painting with squares a lot easier. Why I had been focusing more on round diamond paintings as well is because with this new square grid, it's so tight, which is really good to prevent those gaps, and it's really good to help straighten your drills out as you go. Everybody's always concerned about their diamonds being crooked, you know, and we always say just keep doing it. The more diamonds you put down, they'll work themselves out. That really only applies if the diamonds fit nice and snug together. If they're loose, like if there's a lot of gapping, they're not gonna straighten themselves out, because straightening themselves out means that the diamonds surrounding it are pushing it straight. So that's a really nice thing about the new grid, that they've made it smaller, that the diamonds fit nicely together. But because I have nerve damage and my arm fatigues very quickly, I actually am finding it a little more difficult to work on the new squares, especially when I'm going to fill in. So as I get more colors down and I'm going to fill in the small single placing kind of spots here, I was finding it was really difficult for me to push the drill so it clicked in. But I think that's a good problem for a company to have. I would rather have nice snug drills than a lot of gaps. And they're not, I know with some canvases, like there is such thing as too snug, and if it's too snug, the diamonds will actually start popping off. They'll lift just due to the pressure. There's no space for the diamond to sit nicely. So there is such thing as too tight, but Diamond Art Club did a good job at upgrading the drill field for sure. Just gonna take another sip of my coffee. Or 2 sips. I do have, I live in a one bed and open den apartment, so it's a big living space. It's all open concept, which is nice. I do have the sliding door open because it is a nice sunny day. This is probably the second nice day in the last month that we've had where the sun's out and it's actually a bit warm. I like the fresh air. I like listening to the birds singing when they come. So I have that sliding door open. I noticed in one of my other videos you could hear cars coming by every so often. So right now you might hear a car go by, but it's too nice to close the window even for a video. I don't think it's too bothersome. If it is, let me know down below, and next time I will make sure all the windows are closed while I film, which is no biggie because I don't film for a long time. But it is nice just to feel that breeze. It comes in directly where I'm sitting. The window is just beside me there. Trying to think back to the rest of the weekend or the week, what I had to do, what I did. The one thing I wanted to say is I'm super grateful for all of you that have subscribed and are here watching and like the videos. I really appreciate you. It's hard work creating these videos, you know. If I don't get anything else from this, you know, what I do have is a better appreciation for our other creative friends and how much work it takes to put together a video. They make it look so easy, so effortless. It is a lot of editing and clipping and inserting videos or photos and links, and it is a lot of work. So I just want to say thank you for those who have subscribed. I think last time I looked, it was at 70 something subscribers. So my husband's shocked. He says that's really good for somebody who just started a channel. So that made me feel good. Because I've been around for 2 years, and kind of people I try to comment a lot in the various Facebook groups, always try to help people if they're asking questions, or direct people to videos, or I always try to be helpful. So I think people do know of me. If you see the photo, sometimes it's hard to put a name to a face, especially with usernames like the Diamond Stitcher. But yeah, I'm very, very thankful that you guys are tuning in and so far enjoying the content I have. I've put together a few tutorials so far. If there's anything that you would like to see, let me know in the comments below. If there's a product that you want me to test, want me to take a look at, let me know. Trays, pens, cover minders, washi tape, whatever it is, let me know. If shipping is not too outrageous, I for sure will look into doing that for you guys. I enjoy supporting the small shops. Aside from helping others, supporting small shops is probably the other thing that's dear to my heart, because again, I used to own a little small shop for about a year, and that it's hard work, and I have to say it's kind of ruthless. You can only create a product so many different ways that eventually there's going to be somebody who has the same product as you, or you've decided to create a product based on something, and it's going to look similarly, or it's going to be similar. For example, wax and putty is a prime example of that. Diamond painting trays as well. We have quite a few shops in the community, and new ones popping up all the time, reinventing designs, putting their own spin on things. So there's a lot of options out there, and that's what I like, is options. Not everybody can afford expensive high-end premium quality diamond painting trays. It's just not in their budget. And a few of those shops are based in the States, which makes shipping for Canada crazy as well. So it is nice, I think, to see some smaller shops popping up, especially our Canadian friends. I actually just ordered a new tray from oh boy, I think the shop name is Sleepy Dog. I could be totally wrong. When it arrives, I will unbox it and provide a link then, but it's a small shop in Canada, perhaps Alberta, but I could totally be wrong. I looked at a few different small shops this morning. I usually go, I used to, especially every morning, I'd go to Etsy and check out a few of my favorite shops and see if they dropped anything late at night that I missed. Patty Wax is one that I like, even to this day, I like looking at from time to time. The owner's name is Robin. She's really nice. She produces diamond paintings. I think her shop started based on wax, which is why the name of the Etsy shop is Patty Wax. And then she started doing licensed diamond paintings. So she has a few, and I actually ordered one last week now. Don't ask me how much shipping was. It was too much. But this is a puffy gator image, and it's one of the images they had her custom make for them. A little lion cub. I'm just gonna switch this out again. It's a little lion cub, and I fell in love with it. I just thought it was so cute. But I didn't buy it because, one, our dollar isn't very good, and two, shipping, well, I'll say it was going to be 60 bucks. But she had a sale when I popped in her Etsy shop. So there was, I think it was 25% off. I don't think it was for every diamond painting. I think it was just certain ones, but that one was 25% off. So I thought, I'm gonna pull the plug and I'm gonna do it. So I have that on the way coming. Usually takes about 2 weeks to get to me. I got the shipping notification this morning actually, so I added a couple of wax products for a friend who lives close by that wanted some wax products. So I ordered that as well, and I ordered I think one, maybe actually a couple of her special crystals. I used to bling out my diamond paintings. I'd stopped doing that for quite a while, mostly because I had to take a break from diamond painting because of my injury. That, and it's hard to decide what special drills you want to put in and where they look good. The first time I ever did it, I finished the whole diamond painting, had everything laid down, and then I went through and popped off a bunch of drills and put special drills on top of it, and it turned out really nice. It did for my first time. The second time I used them was on DAC, probably not going to say this right, Periton. It's a very vibrant, colorful canvas of, I think it's a deer with wings. P-E-R-Y-T-O-N is the name of it if you look that up. I thought that would be a really good one to bling out because it's all the colors in there. I had a lot of fun doing that as well. I think I still have that. If I still have it, I'll put a picture in the Wip and Chat for you to see. As I said, I don't keep every single diamond painting I do, but I think I kept that one because I blinged it out. It's a little more special to me. So I ordered a few special diamonds from her just to see what they're like quality wise. I also put in a recent order with DP with Sparklers, which is a USA small shop. Tima is the owner. She's been in the community a very long time. She's a great person, at least in my experience, and I don't know if she's the original kind of crystal shop. There's a few well-known crystal shops in the States. DP with Sparklers is one that was recommended a lot when I started diamond painting 2 years ago, so that's the one I've bought from. So I just bought a couple of sets from her actually. That's the other thing with special diamonds, I find. Where do you start? It's so overwhelming. If you go to her website, you know, she's got glass sparklers, she calls them. They're glass beads, basically, and they're called sparklers for rounds and squares. She has crystals, different kind of crystals, neon colors, glow in the dark. She has a new product called Bubbles. I think they're sold out, though. Pearls, quad cubes, like she has so many, a huge variety of different special drills. Just gonna change this color out again. Yeah, she has a huge variety. So it can be overwhelming. I really like the sparklers. They just look so perfect. It's sparkly and just perfect. No tabs, no uneven drills. They're uniform. I really like the look of the sparklers. So what I did was I actually bought two of her sets. Of course, I didn't look at it before I sat down because I didn't think I would mention this, but I think it's, I got one for rounds, or no, I got them both rounds. One set is plain colors, probably like the primary colors, right? Red, blue, green, yellow, orange, etc. And then I got AB metallic colors as well. So that is on the way. I also, a friend ordered in with me. I believe she got the same set but for square diamonds. So maybe I'll do an unboxing with that as well to show you guys what those look like before I ship it off to her. I've used crystals from Diamonds with Sparklers too. I like them. I personally like the look of how the sparklers are. I've used quad cubes too. They look really cool. I used them in that Periton painting. Again, I'll post a Well, I guess I would have already posted the photo in the video if I still had the painting. But anyway, quad cubes, they look really cool. Quad means 4, so it will cover a spot of 4 diamonds. So I used them in the sky and the stars for that one, and I thought it turned out really good. I know there's Diamond Drills USA, I think it's called, but last time I checked, they don't ship to Canada, so I've never ordered from them. I actually also got some special diamonds from Oraloa, and Oraloa is another licensed diamond painting company, and they have a warehouse in Canada, which is super nice, because then shipping is not crazy or outrageous. So I noticed that they have on their website, here, let me just look for a color. Sorry, I gotta move the table. On their website, they have a crystal shop, and they have crystals for rounds and squares. So I thought I would order from them because they're based in Canada, so shipping would be easier for Canadians. I, of course, will do an unboxing video when that comes and let you know what I think of the quality and show you, of course, so you can make your own decision. But back 2 years ago, there really weren't many options, if any, for buying special diamonds in Canada. You had to buy from the USA shops. Shimmering Canvases is another USA shop. I haven't ordered from her because shipping was more expensive than DP with Sparklers, but her products look very good as well. She has a website in Etsy, and I've heard good things about her products too. I just haven't tried them. I may order from her just to give you guys another option in product review. There is another Etsy small shop in Quebec that I actually just ordered something from this morning, and she had some special drills, so I added a couple on just to check her quality as well. I'd like to just to have options for people. Everybody has their own budget, and you know, I think it's good to share all of the options with you and let you choose. You know, we all have our own favorites, but so do you guys. So my goal in my channel when I show products is just to show you what's out there, what I can obviously afford to get shipped to me, show you what's out there, and let you make the decision. Sometimes I will do group orders too. I've mentioned this in other videos. Any small shop things. If I'm going to order something, I'll reach out sometimes in my Facebook group, Licensed DP Fans Canada. If you do request to join, just make sure you answer those questions, or the mods will decline your request to join. It started as a destashing group for Canadians, but it's turned into a just a supportive group. Still focused on destashing in Canada. So if you are in the US or say the UK and you want to destash and you don't mind shipping to Canada, you can destash in our group. Just make sure in the post you let us know if your prices are in US dollars or Canadian. And of course, to post destash in our group, you have to be willing to destash to Canadian addresses. Some people will pay the shipping if it's a kit that they really want, like one of the discontinued kits, highly sought after kits. People will pay shipping sometimes. If you do ship from the US in a destash, there is a, I think it's called like a third-party shipping company, Pirate Ship, that people use that actually gives cheaper rates. So if you are going to make a sale with your destash to a Canadian, check out Pirate Ship and see. The other thing to keep in mind is don't send anything to us by UPS unless the person has agreed, because UPS is going to charge us a broker fee, and their fees have skyrocketed in the last year, especially for diamond paintings. It's just crazy. You know, initially I didn't mind paying an extra $20 if it came faster, more secure, etc. But I'm pretty sure I've had to pay close to $60 to have a kit from a small shop in the States, diamond paintings. $60 to have UPS actually finish the delivery, which is crazy because I've already paid usually about $20 UPS with the merchant, right? So anytime you're sending something to us Canadians, please use USPS, United States Postal Service. Once it hits Canada, it's gonna change hands to Canada Post and deliver to us. We may still have to pay duty, but we're not gonna have to pay that huge broker fee, which, I'm not kidding, can be $40 to $60, I swear. Just absolutely nuts. Actually, I ordered jewelry from somebody in the community who was selling it online, and the package is like a small bubble mailer. It was about $200 worth of, I think jewelry for various Christmas gifts and such, and I wanted to support her because she was collecting funds to travel home for Christmas, so it was for a good cause. But I had to pay $98 on arrival for a small bubble mailer filled with jewelry from UPS. So that was very upsetting. So definitely, if you're destashing to us Canadians, make sure the buyer is aware how you're sending it before you send it. It's not that hard actually to, where did I put the diamonds? It's actually not that hard to ship to Canada. I know a lot of, like on DAC fans, you know, they'll say US only, which is why I created this group, because it's not that hard to ship to Canadians. I think it's more people just don't know how to do it and they don't want to take the time to learn. But it is very easy. If you are wanting to destash to Canadians and you have questions, just shoot me a message. I'm on Instagram, The Diamond Stitcher, Facebook as well. I think you can look me up as The Diamond Stitcher. I added that name to my profile. But Instagram, I'll see your messages or comment below, and I can try and answer whatever question you may have about that. Or I do know a friend in the States who ships often, and she knows a lot about it, so I usually bounce questions off of her. I'm just trying to grab another color here. Give me a second. This kit has, I think, 60, yeah, exactly 60 colors, so it's a lot. But as you can see, this is working up really nice. I'm really happy with how the diamonds are fitting. They're actually not too tight that I'm having trouble pushing them in, so that's pleasant. Because I know one of my last squares, actually the last square that I did, I can't remember what, actually I think it was one of the mystery paintings by Anne Guerrero. The drills were so tight that by the end I just couldn't do it, couldn't finish it. Took me quite, I did end up finishing it, just I had to take a lot of breaks, and I could only diamond paint for like 10 minutes before my arm gave out. So this is nice. I'm enjoying this. I think this has turned into a bit of a long whip and chat. Yeah, we're already at 43 minutes. I was going to go over a few other things that that happened during last week, but I think I'll save it. I find like between 30-45 minutes is a sweet spot for whip and chats. That I sometimes will, at 45 minutes, just flip to something else. So that's what I'll try to keep these whip and chats at, is 45 minutes or under. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, or night, evening, whatever time it is when you're watching this, whatever day it is. Yeah, thank you again to everybody who's watching the videos, who subscribed to me. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. Also, welcome to join the Facebook group. I'll put the link in the description as well. I'll link to the various small shops I'm using, the pen, the tray. I'll link that in the description as well, so you can check them out. Otherwise, I will work on, let me think. I am expecting, actually I did do an unboxing of some Bella Art de Nicole trays that came in, so I think that will probably be the next video that I put up. I was gonna wait till a couple more things came in to string a few more things together to create another small shop haul. But that's probably gonna be next. I'll film another Wip and Chat at some point. I am having a procedure tomorrow that's going to leave me possibly in pain and unable to move for about a week. So it doesn't always happen, but sometimes it does. And if it does, then I might be a little bit quiet until that passes. But yeah, thank you again. Now I'm rambling. I'm gonna let you go. Don't forget to like if you haven't before you leave. Subscribe. Share my my info with friends, family, anyone who you think might enjoy some company when they're diamond painting. Listen to me ramble on. I appreciate you all, and see you in the next one. Bye.